We've been looking this week at the parable of the loving father. It's found in Luke chapter 15. As the story goes, the fortunes of this younger son turn from marvelous to meager to mud. The friends who had been so devoted when his stocks were up put little stock in his company when the market was down. And before long, he found himself lucky to get a part-time job, as you know, slopping the pigs. Well, Jesus said that he longed to fill his stomach with the pods that the pigs were eating, but no one gave him anything to eat. That's verse 16. And so it was then that the boy came to his senses, saw himself for what he had become. Jesus said that he remembered how even the hired servants in his father's house were given more than enough to eat, and there began to grow within his self-sealed heart the faintest glimmer of humility, a confessional attitude. There in the squalor of his empty independence, there in that place to which all of us come to when we've gambled with our own resources. We've been given, what we've been given has given us little to show for it. When we find ourselves away from home in a distant country, we begin to realize that we've somehow turned our back on the one dependable, one truly abundant goodness that we've ever known. So this young son turned his heart toward home. What a fool Jesus' audience must have thought. This time, however, they would have meant the son. Do you really believe there could possibly be a place for you there, son? After what you've done? They would have wanted to have said to the boy, go ahead. You've made your bed. Now lie in it. One father might be wasteful enough to let you take his precious resources and squander them on selfish living. One father might allow you to do that and go unpunished, but no father could ever welcome you back home. Or could he? Or has he? Jesus suggests that after many days of weary travel, the younger son finally crests the last hill, and there spread out at his feet was the vast expanse of his family's home. The gracious farmhouse nestled there in the fields, and down at the end of the dirt lane that ran up to the house was this lone figure, silhouetted against the light of the setting sun, a solitary watchman who stood waiting at the gate, longing for his son to come home. What the boy could not know, for who would ever believe it? What he couldn't know was that lone figure standing there, now breaking from his stance, and with every step his pace becoming faster, jogging, then running up the hill towards the boy, his eyes filled with tears of joy. What he could not know was that it was his dad. My boy has come home. Quick, bring out a robe, the best one. Put it on him. Put a ring on his finger, sandals on his feet. Kill the fatted calf. Prepare the celebration. For he that was lost is found. My child has come home. Friends, I remind you today that God loves you and me with patience like that. Do you remember how we said that love is the ground from which all the fruits of the Spirit grow? Joy is love singing, peace is love resting, kindness is love's shaping touch. Well, patience is love persevering. Patience is love refusing to give up hope in the knowledge that growth takes time. May you and I be so patient in love with one another and with all God's children. Stay safe, stay well, and stay connected to God and to one another as you are able. Blessings.